I flew on JetBlue's worst plane, the Embraer E190. So to give you some context, JetBlue's fleet consists of Airbus A320s, Airbus A321s, and Airbus A321neos, and also some brand new A220s. And that leaves us with the Embraer E190. People hate these things. They're small, they have no power outlets, and the only entertainment you have is on very small IFEs, which sometimes don't work at all. And overall, this plane's very easy to hate. But today I'll be flying the E190 from Raleigh, North Carolina to Boston after a quick connection flight from Orlando, and now it's time to spend the next 4+ hours here. But to you guys, it will only feel like a minute and 30 seconds. Raleigh-Durham's airport consists of 2 terminals, Terminal 1 and Terminal 2, and I'm in Terminal 2, and my gate today is C10. And as you can see, my flight leaves at 9 p.m. According to planespotters.net, JetBlue has about 63 E190s, and believe it or not, as of 2024, only about 20 are active. But don't worry, these things aren't going to get scrapped, they're not going to die. Why would you ever scrap perfectly working E190s? Instead, they're all being transferred over to an Australian airline called Alliance Airlines, so they will keep living on. Their replacement will be the Airbus A320, which is a very better plane. But anyways, back to Raleigh, a thunderstorm hit and some flights got delayed. And as it got a little bit dark, I decided to eat at this virtual food hall place. I got a pizza and it was very good. And shortly after, here comes our plane. It's a 13-year-old Embraer E190 and it's registered as November 329 Juliet Bravo. Well, we had to wait a little bit because of the weather, because it was still thundering outside. But eventually it was time, and now let's board this classic Embraer E190.
Thank you. Right here, please. Thank you very much.
They said they weren't sure if gas on it, like they kept
It's raining, you guys.
Again, that's rollboards up top and backpacks under the seat in front of you. Overhead bin space is shared space, so we do ask for that cooperation.
The JetBlue E190 can fit about 100 passengers in a 2-2 configuration, and my seat is 16A. Here's the safety card, and the seat comes with a 6.5-inch IFE display, as you can just saw my hand there. And let me tell you, these things are very outdated and a little nostalgic because I haven't seen these ever since my childhood. And on here, you have all these popular TV channels, and when I checked, only about half of them worked. But at least legroom's great. And the seats themselves, these are the OG JetBlue seats from like 2000. These seats nowadays are very hard to find on any other JetBlue plane. Now I know this E190 is 13 years old, but I started to notice some flaws. But anyways, it was that time to depart, the cabin lights dimmed, and we got pushed back. And now the E190 uses General Electric engines, and here's what they sound like. We started our short taxi with it still thundering outside. And now enjoy this wet and humid departure from runway 23 right at Raleigh-Durham. And now since this is at night and you can't really see anything, we climbed up to our cruising altitude very quickly. Here's what's on the menu, and the E190 is equipped with reading lights. The flight attendants started their service. I got an apple juice, and later I got 2 bags of pretzels. This flight was somewhat full, and here's the very tiny lavatory on the E190. Let's watch some Nickelodeon, shall we? Okay, Nickelodeon doesn't seem to work. Oh man, I wanted to watch SpongeBob. Okay, I think I reached the breaking point of this thing, so I'm gonna just look out the window. These planes are set to retire in April of 2025, and I don't know when I'm flying it again, so I asked the flight crew if I can go in the cockpit, and they were more than happy to let me in the flight deck. Big thanks to this JetBlue crew. Time flies fast when you're having fun, and you can already see New York City right there, which means we're getting closer to Boston. Then we started our initial descent. They brighten up the cabin lights, and now enjoy this nighttime landing on runway 22 left at Boston Logan.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure on behalf of JetBlue to welcome you to Boston. The local time is 11:35 p.m. For your safety, please remain seated with seatbelts fastened and carry-on items put away until we've arrived at the gate and the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. Use caution when opening overhead bins as items tend to shift during flight. If you have a receipt that says claim at gate, you may claim those items outside our front boarding door. Otherwise, checked luggage may be claimed at carousel number 7. Once again, that's carousel number 7 for checked luggage. If you require any assistance deplaning today, such as a wheelchair, feel free to remain seated after we've arrived so we may better assist you. For information on connecting flights and bag claim, you may check airport monitors or download our free JetBlue mobile app. Be sure to visit JetBlue.com to learn about our TrueBlue loyalty program, where you can earn points on all of your flights, starting with today's. On behalf of this Boston-based crew, it's been our pleasure serving you this evening, and we hope to see you again soon on a future JetBlue flight. Flight crew, prepare doors for arrival.
Alright, welcome to Boston. I had a lot of fun making this video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. A nice farewell to the E190, and I will see you in the next one. Safe travels.